Gamers. Oh, they've changed Instagram's layout and it's really ugly now. The mega bus is coming, and everybody's jumping. New York to San Francisco, and intercity disco. The wheels of steel are turning, everybody's moving. Let's a party, not to move your body. Jeez. Where have I put my controller? Oh, it's so horrible. So. Oh, now it gets even worse. Now we can hear both at the same time. I'm gonna end this countdown there because it's just more than I can't take it. Hi gamers. Ooh. Twitch is telling me I'm almost an affiliate. How exciting. I doubt that will stay that way. Fucking hell. There we go. How loud is my PC? Welcome back, gamers, to Tour de France 2021. My new obsession. Since last time, I have done... I raced Paris-Roubaix, which was a fun one, because Paris-Roubaix is a single stage race, but it's like cobbled. So yeah, I did that one. So we are now going to return to the tour that we were doing.
Great, guys. I wasn't expecting anything from this stage, and you bring home a podium place?
Where
well done to you
we
all.
came third.
The polka dot jersey. Well done, guys.
We came third in the last stage, which was pretty cool. We also, if we go to the Combativité, we were in a breakaway for almost all of that stage. So overall in the rankings, we're our top rider, Bilbao, is 14th. We're riding for Team Bahrain Victorious from Bahrain, and now we're on to stage 4. Oh yeah, I love the drama. So I have 2 hours until I have to head to work. So the stream today is limited by that. So we'll probably just do 1 stage or maybe 2 if they're quick. Actually, yeah, we've got a individual time trial after this, so we will get through at least 2 stages. And these are both short ones. Okay. Hope everyone's having a good day. As well. Yeah, I would have streamed in the evening again, but I'm working in the evening, so this will have to do. Okay, none of our guys are the favourites. And this is a sprint finish. Okay, let's check the the roles for today. So this guy is a breakaway guy. What do you mean leader for the mountains classification? Bilbao is leader for the fucking mountains classification. And in that case, we're gonna play as Moritz, for the early breakaway, and then
Hello, cycling
if the
fans
breakaway
everywhere.
gets caught, we'll switch to
For this
Bilbao.
trip across the Ille-Vilaine department, the
There are
riders won't be needing
some
the small
different
chain
looking
link.
guys.
There are no obstacles on the menu, and as usual, in
Right,
this sort
my
of
mic is a bit
situation,
far away.
we can
I'm moving.
expect to see the sprinters go head-to-head for stage victory.
Okay, we are getting pushed back. We want to be ready for when someone makes an attack. Like, there will be an attack fairly soon, and we want to be ready for it. We don't want to be trapped back here.
Okay, guys, there's no need for any complicated diagrams today. It's totally flat, and it will finish in a sprint. I reckon that you can take it easy and sit on the wheel in front.
So we could just have a chill day,
We've got enough of a points lead for the polka dot
and we've got the
jersey.
polka dot jersey,
No
so
way
the...
we can lose it today.
Technically, there's nothing we have to do, but I think it's more fun if we do something. We'll also make the stage go faster. We're in a decent position too. I want to get ahead of Chevalier though. Can I get ahead?
Things are livening up at the head of the peloton.
Yeah, we're going.
Attempt at a counter-attack.
So this game does have an option where I can just hold a button and it'll essentially play the game for me, which is what I'm doing here. Okay, so we're 30 seconds ahead now, and that lead will probably build for a bit because they're not going to bother to catch us, and we're going to ride quite hard. And hopefully, if we do our job right, we're going to do the thing where we take it in turns. And so you saw...
The brake still isn't done. They're stepping on the pedal at the front of the peloton.
It's looking good. You've got more than
A minute's
lead
lead
on the
means
peloton.
nothing at this point, so... Yeah, that lead is already slipping, because we are riding like shit. Like, they're not doing their jobs. Like, you can see them.
He's a relatively complete puncher without major strong or weak points.
Okay.
The brake still isn't done. They're stepping on the pedal at the front of the peloton.
Another guy? Okay. If we can do this. It's so much more fun when there's a breakaway.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment
I've been
to
watching
relax.
more Umbrella Academy, and he really does sound like Reginald Hargreaves. Are we just slowing completely? So the sort of main aim of this game is energy conservation.
His best chance of
You can
victory
see
is
in the
to
bottom-
try a breakaway from far out.
In the bottom right, we've got a couple of like energy bars. Well, basically, we're trying to conserve as much energy as
You've
we
got 1
can.
minute 30. You're over the peloton. It turned out to be a good move.
For the whole race. Okay. And we're just we essentially want to try and make as big a gap here. None of these guys we're with, as far as I can tell, and we can check this quickly now, if we look at the race info here. I don't want it for the green jersey, I want it for the yellow jersey. Yeah, so none of us, I am the guy with the best classification. We're in 17th. Everyone else here isn't doing too well. If we can finish this with 3 minutes ahead of the others, of the peloton, we potentially take the yellow. I don't think that'll happen.
World champion at both junior and under-23 level, Matej Moric
That's
is reputed
me.
for his unequalled qualities as a descender.
And it may turn out that our guy Bilbao.
The others are fed up because you're not making enough effort.
Okay, fuck
They'll
you.
no doubt try and drop you.
Fuck you, I'll make effort if you want me to make effort.
A good ruler with not too bad a punch. He should still try to get away before the finish because he's not
Yeah,
so
we want
fast
to
in
make
sprint.
this... This is such a flat stage. Like, we're just going to be cycling this whole time, nothing else to do.
He has ambitions for the polka dot jersey.
No, he doesn't.
The leader has got his team riding early to manage the time gap.
As in the yellow has? They're sometimes a bit vague when they give you the race advice. Yeah, the autopilot thing sometimes really
To target the overall standings, do
jerks
not strain
out.
yourself during flat stages in order to keep the maximum in reserve for when the mountains come around.
Yeah, but also that's what the others are doing. What we want to do here is just do our best to do as much damage to the yellow jersey as we can right now. One thing I was complaining about yesterday was that there's no crashes or anything in this game, and it turns out that that there are crashes in this year's version, 2022. It's one of the new features they've added to what is apparently fundamentally the same game. So that's exciting. Maybe if I keep being obsessed with this, I may end up buying the 2022 one as well. Okay. We are really slowing down. This is not ideal. No, we're not. We're still gaining on the peloton, though, is the thing. And my worry is that we use up all our energy now and then end the stage with, no.
You're the best placed on the overall standings of
Yeah.
the breakaway.
I am aware. And the entirety of the way you control this game is with precision presses on the right trigger, pretty much, just to control how hard you're going, how much energy you're expending, which is pretty weird and actually surprisingly painful sometimes for. Okay. I'm gonna at least take the lead again. Oh, we're just completely slowing down. Okay. It's still a long enough gap that we can't see them, which is nice. Obviously the gap in this is not, accurate. Because these aren't actually, as long as they take in real life. Usually these, a stage is, a couple of hours long, and here they are about an hour each, if you play the whole thing through. So we'll see how that goes. Do you want me to take the lead again for a bit, Chevalier?
At the front, you're the best placed for the green jersey.
Am I? Ooh. So with the green jersey, it's the sprint one, but because we're a breakaway, we just get the top points regardless if we make it over the sprint line, which is pretty fun. This is like not really a gap worth going aerodynamic on, but it's fine. One thing I do want to be careful with is like I don't burn out my whole team on these early stages. Going like breaking away every day. Perhaps the next flat stage we do just want to be chill and maybe go for a sprint. Oh. Allez, allez, go, go, go! My favourite line that we hear constantly. There's a Basque flag. I was talking yesterday as well about like the fact that one of the fun things about Tour de France is you see constant. And there was the Luxembourgish one. Sorry, I just need to blow my nose again. Where have I put my tissues? There have I put my tissues. You see lots of fun regional flags. And one of the weirdest flags you see quite often is the flag of Luxembourg, but like with the old seal of the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg, which I don't know if that's still like a legal flag that they use.
He's the best placed rider in the climber standings amongst the breakaway.
Yeah, which is why. Okay, so currently my team have the polka dot jersey, which is for best mountains. Which I honestly don't know if we'll keep once we actually get into the mountains. We haven't done any real climbing yet. But like, for the time being, I want my riders to essentially, when we're breaking away, steal as many polka dot points as we can to stop anyone catching up. So we might have a little fun time on the climb that's just about to come up to try and win it.
The first classified climb carries a fourth category.
Like, we just need to come first to get this 1 point.
For the polka dot jersey.
And then there's literally nothing for like probably about 60-70 kilometers. And then there's 2 sprints and another wee climb at the end of the stage, pretty much. So what we could do is go for a little breakaway type thing from the breakaway now, just to get this mountain point. But I don't want to go too wild yet. We've got another 3 kilometers to go.
You are 2 kilometers from the top.
At about 1k we'll start going for it.
You seem to be the best puncher in the group. You should be able to move to the front.
Oh well. And here we go. So we're just sprinting ahead. We'll probably get this quite easily. Yeah, the others don't really have a chance. And then we'll just go really slow to let them.
Well done. You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from
There we go.
stealing too many points.
Yeah, then I'm just going to completely sit up until these guys come back, and then we can just aerodynamic our way down the hill until it flattens out again. Then we just go back into follow mode for a bit. So yeah, if we quickly check this, and then we look at race info. So yeah, Delaplace had 2 points, so it's a really good thing we didn't like Matt. We didn't he didn't get any. Because currently Bilbao is in first, and we want to keep it that way if we can. Now we just want to recover from that that wee little sprint thing we did for the time being, I think. Oh. Hope everyone's having a good day as well. I've been mostly packing today and doing some paperwork, because I need to be out of here on Thursday.
He's asked his teammates to manage the time gap. He no doubt wants to take the win in the sprint.
Okay, they're gonna try and that means that they're gonna try and sort of destroy us as a peloton then, which isn't ideal, but we can deal with it. I wonder if I'm the only person streaming this game. Is this a game that, like, many people stream or speedrun? Or anything like that? Does it have a particularly thriving community around it? I doubt it. It's, from the Steam reviews, it seems to have, like, a decent, like, fan base who come back for, like, every annual release. But I don't think there's, like, much of a...
The head of the virtual overall standings is ours. But don't get
Okay,
carried away.
so at this...
The stage is still long.
That means if we were to keep this lead up for the rest of the race, the guy we're playing as now, Moritz, would be in the yellow jersey. I doubt we'll keep it that way because, yeah, there's no way that the yellow jersey is going to let us do that. But we could at
Leader's
least...
team that's taking on the chase of the breakaway.
Yeah. So Pogacar is trying to reduce that gap now, which we don't really want. But if we can tire them out or even get the breakaway to...
He's no longer virtual leader of the general classification.
Or get the, what they call, the peloton to sort of tire out and string out, that would be great as well. Because the people who are going to get tired are going to be the sprinters, probably. I doubt we can do that, but we can give it a go.
You must constantly
Okay.
try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to
There we
be
go.
clear at the end of the race.
Now it's my turn to get back for a bit, is what I'm being told. Except I've fallen behind slightly, so I'm not actually getting the wind shelter I should be. Courage! Allez! 100k to go.
We've taken control of the overall standings.
So every time it ticks over 3 minutes, that's going to just happen again. You've also got to take into account, as well as just the flat time, the top 3 get 12, 8 and 4 second bonuses at the end. So if we can come in, if this breakaway survives to the end, and then we sort of end up sprinting against these guys, if we can beat them then that's 12 extra seconds on top of whatever gap there is between us and the peloton. Although, I don't know if we'll actually be able to do that. Because it's gonna, when the pelotons start going, there's very little we can do to stop them. Oh. And they're already closing that gap. Like, and they're probably only about a kilometre behind us at the moment. Okay, not my turn anymore. I'm just trying to conserve my energy the best I can.
Essentially, you're the fastest of the group in a sprint.
Thank you. It'd be intriguing to, like, teleport, because you can switch between any of the riders on the team at any point in time. It would be really interesting to just sort of see if I could take control of the rest of the team and try and control the speed of the peloton to sort of give the breakaway as good a chance as they got. That's probably actually like the strat. The strat for this. The AI is probably not smart enough to stop you doing that. Who knows? Ooh. It's 10 to 5. We have about an hour and a half until I need to go. So I also need to go donate some fabrics on the way. Got a bunch of old clothes. I've already taken a bunch of stuff to charity today, and I like need to do another run to the fabric recycling, which I think H&M do. Okay, let's just do this for a second to conserve some energy and let them overtake me again. So yeah, it is just all about sort of working with these temporary allies you find yourself on the road with. That's sort of a big part of being in the breakaway. Once we get to the mountains, it will get a lot more interesting. That's where a lot of the sort of the real toughness of the Tour de France sort of emerges. Is Chevalier going into first now? If Chevalier is going to first, we want to be behind him because I think we're next to take over the front. As far as I remember. Have a little snack there. Is Delaplace? So we just want to use up as we so when I was doing the stage yesterday, like it was mostly just about the one stage race I was doing yesterday was just about energy conservation on a single stage. That is not what we're doing here because we have to ride like another, this is stage 4, so another 16 or 17 stages, 17 stages after this. And if we don't have the energy to do that, that's just going to destroy us. I don't know if this game has it so that like people will end up like forfeiting.
You'll have to up the pace. His team is moving into the driving seat behind.
Also, I think my favorite thing about this is the fact that the guys are constantly like fucking like panting, which I don't know if any other sports game does particularly, but it's fun. Having a wee snack. Just let the others take over now. We're nearly at the zone where we can reload our... where we can refill our liquids anyway. So we may as well just... we may as well just sort of conserve them for as long as we can now. Is Chevalier going for a... No. I thought he was trying to get away then, but, which is... it's probably a wee bit early to try that, honestly. Like, I don't think my guy is Moritz. Moritz is good. I don't know if he's good enough to maintain a breakaway by himself. At least not on the flat. It's something you can potentially do in the mountains, but it's fucking ridiculously tough. And I think there were a couple last year where like a single guy was riding for like 180, 190 kilometers by himself, and it is insane to watch because it should not be possible. Okay, so they're braking now, and we've got... okay. The peloton is like starting to have fun times. Courage. This is a fun game though. It's not the best. I would argue it's in fact pretty janky. But pretty janky and looks really ugly for a game that was made last year. Like, these games should probably... I imagine they're made by pretty small teams, given that this is like a Tour de France tie-in game and not like FIFA or Madden or whatever. But it still doesn't look great. for other games at stage. The fact that like every cyclist is like the same model is a bit disappointing. When like they are real people, they've got the licenses to use real people. Going back to the back again, but it's yeah. I think this is still a pretty good game. There's like complaints about bugs and stuff in the Steam reviews quite a lot of the time, especially for this year's one. I haven't had those problems yet. They may come up.
Well, on flat stages, that's not where you see the most drama. You
No,
can accelerate forward if you think that nothing important will happen.
I think if we want to maintain this breakaway, we probably need to
They're riding hard behind.
like
This isn't the moment to relax.
do this in person instead of simulating. Also, simulating's boring. Where's the fun in simulating? Okay, I'm taking the front for a bit. And we're riding pretty hard to try and keep that 3-minute gap up. If we can keep a 3-minute gap, that'll be like insanely impressive. I doubt we will, but
He's no longer virtual leader of the general classification.
it's gonna say that every time it ticks down, then ticks back up over like 230, 256. So yeah, we got to add at least 4 seconds to whatever the gap is. So we're currently 259 at least ahead, maximum 230, 307. So either way, we're in a pretty good chance if we can keep this up. It's the feeding zone. Or is that we're almost out? Don't you fucking leave me.
At the front of the race, it's time to pick up something to eat.
So yeah, this is the zone where we get more snacks. Because we only get a limited number. And this doesn't seem to do the rules, as far as I can tell, where you're not allowed, you get in trouble for like eating the last couple of kilometers. Okay, yeah, they are starting to cut down on that lead now. As we enter these sort of final 65 kilometers. There we go, we've got our snacks back. Okay, so the reason I'm doing that partially is because the blue bar that represents our sort of overall energy is constantly depleting when we're cycling too hard, and then it restores when like we go easier or when we drink. But it also, whilst there's a gap between our maximum energy and the current energy we have, the max energy depletes. So ideally, we want to keep that our energy as close to the max energy as possible to stop it depleting if we can. Okay, let's let these guys go in front for a bit. Peloton is really catching up now. We're down to... We're not going to have... Even if we make it with this lead, we wouldn't steal the yellow. We would be close, though. We might get the green if we manage to make it to the sprint. I don't think we will, but we can give it a go. We can do a fun little joke sprint between the three of us. Oh, it's very grey today. Both in the fake France we're in and in real life Edinburgh, where I am currently. Okay, I haven't been at the front for a wee minute. I'm pretty bad at like working out when... No, thank you, but thanks for the offer.
Puncture! Puncture! No, just kidding. It was to wake up the mechanic.
They really need more lines, because we've had that one like a couple of times now, like once a race, which is always fun. We are getting there. Just sounds of bikes and breathing. They need to simulate more like points of interest along the side, like, oh, here's a chateau, let's tell you a bit about the history. Or like, here's something like the locals of this village have done to like...
Your breakaway companions look like they want to up the pace.
Like, here's something the like locals in a village have done to like celebrate whilst when the tour goes past. Or like, you often get someone on a horse like ride alongside for a wee bit, and it's pretty cute. You want up the pace, eh? Let's up the pace. I don't want to go too wild, but
His teammates are leading the chase at the head of the peloton.
yeah.
His intentions seem clear. Win in a sprint.
We don't want to let the sprinters make it to the front. It will end bad for them.
The breakaway is holding off the peloton.
Oh,
But it's going to be difficult.
they've just dropped me.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
That's fun. Yeah, I've just been completely abandoned. Why am I going so slow? There's no wing.
The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win.
Why am I going so slow? Yeah, we are going to be caught now by the looks of it. I'm gonna try my best to... Why aren't I using up my energy is the weird thing. Is my controller being funny? Like, we're not actually...
He's got his team riding to set up a sprint finish. This is not the time
Like, we
to hang
weren't
around
going
the back of the peloton.
speed when we should have been. Okay, now we're gonna start speeding again. Okay.
The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end.
We want to be up to the front just in case anyone tries to go for anything, because then we can zoom away with them again. I think is the plan. I don't see any of our teammates up at the front, but that's not too much of a problem. Might be able to steal some sprint points as well. I doubt it, but we're coming up to an intermediate sprint. Yeah, we've got quite a pace going at the moment. I can't believe I just got dropped and then, like, my guy refused to
His
cycle.
teammates are accelerating. They're no doubt readying the intermediate sprint.
The breakaway will soon fight it out for the intermediate sprint. The first will pocket 20 points towards the green jersey.
Yeah, if we can just keep behind this guy. Ooh, water. Pretty. I'm excited for when we get to, like, Paris and stuff and seeing how that looks. Okay, we just want to keep at the front, I think.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton.
The head of the race is 3 kilometers from the intermediate sprint.
Yeah, they're almost exactly a kilometer ahead of us. Okay. Okay, we're going. Use the
winner of the intermediate sprint. Watch out. You're not going to be able to attack for much longer. For now, he's the virtual yellow jersey.
Let's see if we can drag some people away. We might be able to do that. Okay, I'm by myself, but I am sort of bridging this gap slightly. Okay, none of them are going to try and catch me, I suppose. They might catch me anyway. Oh, and there's the others. Oh wait, is the red one for red energy and not for blue energy?
Last time check with the breakaway. 1 minute.
Yeah, they're gonna catch me. I think that's pretty like undeniable at this point. Okay, there's kind of like some nice wind sound effects. I've dragged them to go even faster, which is fun. Let's just sit up and just keep at the front. Okay, do I have a guy with sprint aspirations? Because if I do, maybe we should get them towards the front. Okay, we can see the others. But we're keeping a kind of similar pace to them at the moment, I think. I don't know if we're going to catch them soon. Oh.
The first rider to the top of the next climb will pocket 1 point for the climber's jersey.
Which doesn't particularly matter. And now we're in the 5k for this. Although, like, it really doesn't matter. Oh, there's the breakaway. Breaking in half. That doesn't look like 180 guys. I'm dropping behind a bit just so that we... Or not. We want to be in this sort of big group by the looks of it. There's this kind of group towards the front which has a bunch of the favourites. Where's Bilbao is my wonder. Oh, there he is. He's in the polka dot just back there. Okay, yeah, we are so close to the breakaway now. We're probably going to catch him. Oh. And we've dropped someone off the back of the peloton. I imagine a couple more people will get dropped before the end of the race. And we're about to pick up Chevalier.
Here's the positions over the last climb.
Do we have a sprinter? Let's look at the... Sonny Cabrelli is a sprinter, or Sonny Cabrelli's GC. Harlow is actually our King of the Mountains guy. Oh, he is not looking in good shape.
Another 20 kilometers, and it's not looking good for the breakaway.
Yeah, it's really
With
not.
this
We're about to
gap,
catch
it's
Chevalier.
hard to believe that it can hold out until the finish.
It's a single guy, so I don't know if they'll make it now. I kind of want to get top classification, so... Don't really think we should let De La Place make it to the end. Goldstein, they were in...
The peloton should be there for the
They were in the breakaway race yesterday.
30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
Yeah, we're gonna get De La Place. Okay, and I don't think any of our teammates are particularly up at the front, which not ideal. I'm sure I could command them if I want to have a look at that menu. Okay, there's the guy we're chasing. There's De La Place just up there. Okay. Yeah, he's caught.
The riders are all back together. Everything will be played out in the final kilometers.
We've got 15 kilometers to go. We're not... I just want to be top 10 again. If I can get top 3 and get a podium place, that would be ideal. But I don't think that will happen. Don't know why these ones are riding slightly ahead. They're trying to just keep the peloton's pace up, I guess, and try and... Okay. We're so close to the end now. Okay, there's the 10-kilometer mark. It's the question of when we want to start going, I think.
The peloton is into the final 10 kilometers.
10 kilometers. This will finish in a mass sprint. It's an opportunity to take points for the green jersey.
Yeah, we want jersey points. So all the sprinters will be up the front, presumably. And we want to try and...
Guys, the last bend is 900
Guys.
meters from the finishing line. You're going to have to be up front to have any chance of victory. Afterwards, it will be impossible to get forward.
So we want to be right at the front this whole time. Even as the sprinters try and pick up the pace. And there's more people being dropped from the peloton as we pick up the pace. That's fine. There's the 5K mark just ahead. If we can stay on the wheel of whoever's in first position, then we can...
5 kilometers for the peloton.
Then we should be in pretty good position.
Just 5 more kilometers. Get ready to sprint. We need to score points for the green jersey.
Okay, yeah, we're going for it. Yeah. Okay, we're in this top group. What was it? 900
3
meters as a
kilometers
big
for the
turn.
peloton. The sprint is inevitable.
We don't want to be at the front just yet, but we want to be up near the front, I think. I don't love that we're not behind anyone. We're just fully exposed. Is that the 1K flag?
It's the red pennant. The sprint will be launched.
Go! 1 kilometer! Give it all you've got!
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Oh, we went way too early. Was that second?
Trouble. It's not sure that he'll be there for the sprint.
Was that second? Stressful. Yeah, we just went way too early. It was second or third we got there. I think.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome him warmly. Here is the winner of the
What is with the blur?
Caleb Ewan. He's amongst the leading riders this
Okay,
year.
so Pogacar's still.
Here's the yellow jersey. We can say that
Demar.
everything is going well for him at the moment.
Demar's winning the race, and we're still winning the climate.
Tops the standings.
We don't need to see them every time.
Great, guys. I wasn't expecting anything from this stage. And you bring home a podium place?
Yeah, we
Well
came
done to you all.
second.
We retain the polka dot jersey. Well done, guys.
Second, 1 point, and for sprint, we got 38 points. Young Rider, we came 5th this time, which isn't bad. Although I don't think it really means anything. Yeah, the team classification is exactly the same. In combativity, we got 100k, so we came 3rd. Okay. So the GC at this point, we are now... We've got 14th and 17th. I don't think Bilbao got moved. We didn't move, but we made some time. Mountains, we're still in 1st, but Delaplace is gaining on us. There's such a narrow lead, I don't think we'll keep it. Sprint, we've got 10th and 14th. Young Rider we don't care about. Team, we're doing good. And then combativity. Fucking Delaplace. Delaplace hot. We've got Haller and Modric there, and they're our guys. It's time for an individual time trial. Okay, so this is just by ourselves. One guy on the road. I think we should play as Bilbao because he's our GC he's our GC contender. We've only got to ride about 20 kilometers. Unless it's going to make me ride for all of our guys, we'll see. Okay. None of our guys are time trial specialists. Bilbao is in good shape as well, so... We don't know how time trials work, but I'm sure we'll do well.
New rider is now ready on the ramp for this individual time trial. A few more seconds until he sets off. Come on, let's give him some
4,
encouragement.
3, 2...
Here we go. You push right from the start. You begin at the bottom of a short climb, so you've got to be on the pace right away so you don't lose time. Go on, it's uphill for 1 kilometer. Go on, the right tempo straight away. Go, go!
We don't get any juice either, so we just gotta go with what we're getting.
Go on, almost at the top.
Okay, and then it's downhill from
Come
here.
on, over the top. Watch out for the bends on the way down. No silly risks.
No silly risks, although we
Come
physically
on,
can't crash.
Step on it. It isn't long. Just a small bump.
Okay.
Go on. Push hard
Fuck.
on those pedals. Go, go.
Fuck, that sucks. That's gonna lose us a lot of time. That
Now
mistake.
it's less hilly and there are fewer bends. Get into TT position and manage your effort.
Okay, we're in time trial position. We are no longer in time trial position. How am I cornering so badly? Okay. Yeah, this isn't ideal.
The first intermediate time check is in 5 kilometers. Go on. Keep in TT position.
Okay.
Go. Watch out. There are a few bends to be negotiated in the last kilometer.
Okay, and I'm just gonna go in and out of time trial position to... There we go, like that.
Coming onto a short 1 kilometer climb. It's a fairly easy ride. You've just got to push.
Okay.
Go. Go.
We don't have energy to do that, so let's just push ourselves. We're on a time trial bike as well, so it's a different kind of bike to what we're used to riding.
Go on. The intermediate time check is coming up.
Yeah, we're not going to be anywhere near the top. We're going to get told off for this.
You're off the pace. Try to speed up. You can do better.
Yeah, I don't know if we can.
Come
Oh,
on.
yeah, this...
The terrain is very easy now.
If this
Keep going.
fucking
Go.
ruins
Go.
our GC chances, I'm going to be real mad.
Guys, it goes up a bit. Keep up the
Guys.
tempo. Go.
What does it mean sprint in 5 kilometers? Does it mean... Does it mean time check in 5 kilometers?
Keep going. Go. Go.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to do too well here. We're a minute behind at that. That kills our GC chances.
Watch out. There are a few bends to be negotiated inside the town. Stay well focused.
Okay. Okay, we did those corners well at least.
You're coming to the second time check. Go. Go.
And we're just going to go full speed here. We're still behind. We might not be as behind. We've gained some time and we're in 65th. Okay, that's, again, not ideal, but doable.
Go on. Keep your position.
We're so
It's
low on
down
energy,
to the
we're
last
not
2
going to make
kilometers.
it. I've burnt myself out. I fucked this.
Go. Only 5 kilometers left. The route ends in town. There are a few good bends. Keep a clear head and get a good breather before hitting the final climb. You'll soon be on the final climb. It's uphill for 1 kilometer.
Okay.
It's very steep at the bottom. Try to hit the bend at the bottom of the climb at full pelt so you don't lose speed.
What speed?
Go on, keep going, go on, push through the pain.
I just don't have energy to do it, is the problem.
Go on, it's flat now. Go, it will soon be over. Go on, give it your all.
We're gonna burn out, and that's...
Right to the line, full out.
Yeah, this is all I can do. Not ideal. I fucked it at the start and that. We're gonna get yelled at now. We're gonna get yelled at for that awful performance.
He succeeded in avoiding all the pitfalls to win today. Here is the winner of the Changer Laval stage. He tops the standings and will
Oh,
receive
about
a
that.
tradition. He will climb onto the... He tops the... He's inspired.
So that changed up some stuff a bit. We've probably lost our positions really bad. I'm gonna get yelled
We
at
had no
now.
real ambitions for the classification of this stage. The least that can be said is you didn't prove me wrong. We retain the polka dot jersey. All is a negative.
Yeah, but 26th is not where we wanted to be. And that was Paul's. That wasn't even our guy. Oh, that's rough. Oh, I skipped the thing. Should we do one more? Yeah, we got time for one more. Actually, this is going to be a really boring stage, I think. Any breakaway friends? Harlow wants to break away. Let's see if we can get another breakaway with Harlow.
Hello and welcome to all.
Hello.
With no classified difficulties along the route, a mass sprint seems to be the logical outcome
There's
of this
no
stage.
climbs today.
However, with wind forecast on the second half of the route,
Bad.
it's highly likely that the splintered peloton will enter Châteauroux.
We've got enough of a points lead for the polka dot jersey. There's no way we can lose it today. Keep it up.
Yeah, because there physically isn't like a... My nose is going again. Oh. Tasty. Sorry about that. There we go. Let's just get to the... as close.
Guys, today there's a good chance that the wind will create borders. You're going to
Borders.
have to be up front at the right time. Keep your eyes open.
I love that he calls us guys. It feels so weird. It sounds so posh. Look at the poppies. Where's your fucking poppy, mate? Is it just gonna be a... I'm waiting for someone to go for it.
Things are livening up at the head of the peloton. Attempt at a counter-attack.
Can I go with them? Let's go. There we go.
Watch out. You're not going to be able to attack for much longer. The leader has got his team riding early to manage the time gap.
We've almost caught up with them.
1 minute for the breakaway. It's looking good.
Good. Oh, my face really itches. If we follow racing lines, we might be able to cut some time off as well.
A good ruler with not too bad a punch. He should still try to get away before the finish because he's not so fast in a sprint.
Okay, let's see how we do today. I don't reckon we got any chance for breakaway making it, but it's always worth trying.
1.5 minutes for the breakaway. It might just work.
You say that every time and then they catch us. I don't want to catch the other guys before we like step off it.
His best chance of victory is to try a breakaway from far out.
The peloton is starting to ride behind you. It looks like he doesn't want yet another rider at the head of the race.
One of the fun things about Paris-Roubaix when I did it was that we kind of ended up with like a big sort of like 8-man peloton breakaway, which was quite fun.
A good puncher and a good ruler. He must finish alone in order to win because the sprint is a real weakness with him.
I'm just going to restore that as much as I can now, so we lose as little energy as possible. It's the same guys. It's Delaplace again.
He's one of the rulers with a good top speed, able to do well on the hilly stages.
Unfortunately, we're not on a hilly stage today. I think I'm going to have to practice time trialing, because that was abysmal.
To target the overall standings, do not strain yourself during flat stages in order to keep the maximum in reserve for when the mountains come around.
Yeah, and we're going to, now that I've fucked it so bad in the time trial, we're going to need the mountains. Le Swiss. I'm intrigued, and after this, before we end the stream,
He doesn't seem to want to let you have more of a lead, and his teammates are pushing hard.
we're gonna
going to be a
have a
game
little
of
chat.
cat and
Oh,
mouse.
this is grim. I'm really interested if anyone else is streaming this game. And if it is, we'll raid them. We'll raid someone at the end. I'm sure there's someone streaming who can do with the viewers. Even though only a couple of us here, but it's always nice to do. If I can work out how to do it. I really cannot corner in this game. So that was the first little hill. And now we've got another little hill coming up. For anyone who's joining us, we're playing some Tour de France 2021. This year's tour starts on Friday, I think. I think the Grand Départ, which is the sort of first couple of stages, which usually aren't in France or in a specific region of France. It's in Denmark this year, I think.
You're the best placed on the overall standings in the breakaway.
And yeah, I really love the Tour de France. So to celebrate, we're playing some. Most of the streams this week are going to be this
He's asked his teammates to manage the time gap.
incredibly
No
made
doubt wants to take the win
Tour
in the
de France
sprint.
tie-in game. We are playing as Team Bahrain Victorious. A name I get a team we're mostly playing because I find the name funny. It's Bahrain, it's not Bahrain. I don't know why I say it like that. And we're going to, yeah, we're trying to win the Tour de France. We're currently not doing brilliantly. We just did a time trial stage, which I fucked up really bad, and so now we're trying to sort of do a breakaway, which is when a couple of riders sort of break away from the main group, which is called the peloton, to try and just outspeed them, which is tough and hard to do. In this game so far, no peloton, no breakaway has managed to succeed. We want to change that. This game is like mostly about energy management, so you can see there's sort of by my speedometer and stuff down in the bottom right. There's sort of a couple of bars in circles underneath the map. The yellow one shows how much energy I'm putting in at the moment. The blue one shows sort of my overall energy for the stage, and then the red one is like my sprint energy for when I need to exert myself. Ideally we want to make it to the end of the stage with as much energy left, because we've still got another, this is stage 6, so we've got another 15 stages after this. Maybe we'll do like a stage a day, like it's the real Tour de France after this. We'll see. I'm off to work shortly. I'm working from 7 today, so we'll finish this stage and then I'll head off to work. We've got a 4-minute lead in the peloton. This is a lead we've never had before. I doubt we'll keep it, but they're already cutting it down. But it's exciting whilst it lasts. I need to get my jumper off. It's warm in here. It's really warm in here. I'm hoping it's quiet tonight. I'm not in the mood to have to deal with customers. Oh. So yeah, they've already cut it down below 4 minutes again. Thing is, none of my riders are like, other than like a couple of them, are anywhere near GC contention.
The best placed rider in the climber standings amongst the breakaway.
Good thing there's no climbing today then. Stopping for a snack there. So yeah, basically in a breakaway what you want to do is just take it in turns to be at the front to sort of push through the wind, so that the others who are behind you, theoretically, because they're slipstreaming you, can put in less energy and conserve their energy, and then you sort of take it in turns, and as a team you conserve energy and like that lets you keep going for longer even though there's not many of you. I think we're about to get a big descent, which will be quite nice. We can theoretically push quite hard on there and then sort of gain even more time. Or we can just trundle down. That works too. And then by the looks of it, just almost completely flat until for a while now. Yeah, let's pick up the pace for a minute. We're losing.
Essentially, you're the fastest of the group in a sprint.
Okay. So last time we got dropped just before the intermediate sprint, which was not ideal, I'll be honest. And that may have fucked the peloton completely. We don't want that to happen again. So we're going to try and stick with the others today. We've got another 100 or so kilometers to go. Mostly flat, a couple of small hills, and 2 sections of strong headwind, which will be interesting. Got a while to go to the feeding station. And I've used up all of my energy restoration stuff. I've only got my sort of short-term energy restoration stuff left, which ain't particularly useful. Can't believe it's taken me like this long to work out that the blue and the red restore the blue and the red bar. You'd think I would have got that quicker, but we're not all geniuses. Don't know what I'm doing there. Should I take over from you? Let's pick up the pace for a bit. It's so weird that the only sound of there's just the wind and the breathing and the bike and the cheering when it happens. When you're just here by yourself, it's so bizarre.
His teammates are managing the time gap to allow you no more of a lead. Probably with their eye on the overall standings.
Pogacar isn't even in first anymore. So it does seem that the Peloton just don't like playing aggressive, and
You must constantly try to
yeah,
shelter
I'm getting told
so
off
as
for
not to
spending too
consume
much
energy.
time at the front
This is
now.
what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race.
It seems that, like, yeah, or at least on these flat stages, like, other than a couple of people, they're really unwilling to go for breakaways. I want to restore my energy before I go back on the front, lads. Oh, it's so great. Is it going to start raining before I head to work? I don't have, like, a summer raincoat is the problem. I only have a really thick one. We're back about 4 minutes, which is exciting. So if we look at the race standings quickly, we are currently 10 minutes. Like, a 4-minute gap won't help any of us. But that's fine. That's why they're letting us get away, honestly, because none of us are particularly important. But a 4-minute gap could help us get back in the running, and then all it takes is 1 or 2 more 4-minute gaps for us to completely destroy that lead. I doubt that'll happen, but never say never. I think I haven't been at the front for a while, so I'll take my turn. One thing I do want to check quickly is how many sprint points have we got? 17. We're in 25th, so I doubt we'll win anything from the sprint that's coming up. Well, we will win something unless we get caught in the next sort of soon.
You'll have to up the pace. His team is moving into the driving seat behind.
Okay. That's my goal on the front. That's my goal on the front, gamers. You overtake me. It is just very, very flat and nothing. I'm excited for the mountains. I'm really interested in seeing how it sort of how tough and hideous it feels. Because just watching it so often, it looks absolutely hideous. So I can only imagine that's how it'll feel in real life too, or in the game too. Not in real life. Oh no. Oh no, that's a bad sign for my like perception of reality. It's slipping like that. This may be the time to sort of test the fast forward section slightly. Whilst nothing is happening in this section, so we can sort of fast forward to just before the sprint, I'm going to say.
Well, on flat stages, that's not where you see the most drama. You can accelerate forward if you think that nothing important will happen.
There we go. Now it's sprint time. We have lost about a minute of speed of our lead, even. But that's fine. That was going to happen anyway. I don't think I was going to change that.
Guys, you're 3 kilometers
Guys.
from the intermediate sprint.
Hey. When we're at about 1.5 kilometers, I'll launch my attack.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
Let's go hard. There we go. I don't think any of the others can outpace me, is the thing. So I think I can just fairly comfortably bosh my way over
You've won the intermediate sprint.
the intermediate
Well
sprint for
done.
20 more points. I don't think that'll mean anything in the long term, but oh well. It's fun. I think I should add... I got a ban.store now, I think. Just looking at that person who was trying to plug buying followers. It's all the sprint people getting points right there. The green jersey getting 6 points means they're probably not going to keep that green jersey. I would guess. I don't think we're going to take it, but... Right, let's have a sip.
Your breakaway companions look like they want to up the pace.
Let's go. I'm excited to see how this wind thing works. Are we on the highest graphical settings? Because boy, this looks ugly. Let's go for it, gamers. And this is the thing, the amount of energy I'm exerting to keep this speed up, the Peloton has to use like a tenth of that energy, which is why breakaways rarely succeed. Don't you dare. You're not escaping from me that easy, De La Place. It's like fucking ASMR stream, but the game is doing the ASMR noises. ASMR, you are riding a competitive bike race. Maybe that's just what I title the next stream. And I just sit here in silence and we just listen. Oh! Edvard Bosenhagen's been dropped. As far as I remember, he's a sprinter and a pretty decent one. I could be wrong. He could be a GC rider. And I could be getting him confused with another Danish probably, rider. That's a minute gap between them and the Peloton. The Peloton is just going real fast now. We haven't even hit that first headwind, which will damage the Peloton, I'm guessing. And if we can get through that, okay, we may have a chance. I doubt it because, in a strong headwind, it's small groups of cyclists who are at a real disadvantage. Let's go. Let's go, gamers. Do 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 do. Oh, there we go. The back group are back. I think we're about to hit the headwinds, from what I can tell. Right, there you go, that's my turn.
The road will be exposed for about 10 kilometers. The wind doesn't seem to be strong enough to create borders today. You can just tuck yourselves in.
Aw, no borders. I was promised borders. So disappointed. I'm just recovering for a minute. I just want a stage win. We haven't got a stage win yet. We've got like decent classifications except for the time trial, but we haven't got a stage win, which is what we really want. And given how hard Halloran's works, we should try and get him a stage win. Okay, I've got 40 minutes until I need to leave. I don't know if anything exciting is going to happen, so I'm tempted to fast forward a wee bit. Okay, we'll head to the front in a second. The second wind might work. Yeah, let's fast forward. Yeah, that leader's gonna rapidly collapse.
The race leaders are into the feed zone.
The feed zone happens. We're skipping to the second wind, I think.
The peloton is 1 minute 30 behind you.
The breakaway is probably gonna get caught. I'm only using this on flat stages.
You have 30 seconds lead.
Okay, Rota's just gone for it. We can't just let him go.
Watch out. You're not going to be able to attack for much longer.
Last time checked with the breakaway. 1 minute.
Okay, so we're back up to a minute's gap. We've lost to
Looks
Laplace.
like the breakaway still has some gas left. It's still able to widen the gap.
Okay, we can do this. I want to get on Rota's wheel before I calm down a bit and try and recover some energy.
The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be
Yeah.
there for the stage win.
If you say so. Oh. And De La Place is back. That was all for nothing, except sort of getting us a minute again. Yeah, let's just follow and try and recover slightly. We're about to enter sock zone 2. I don't know if 40 seconds is going to be enough to keep us going to the end.
30 seconds between you and the pack.
Yeah, I'm not giving up just yet. One last attempt at a breakaway. I doubt we'll make it very far, but let's give it a go. Especially if the wind is as bad as it's allegedly gonna be. Okay.
Less than 20 kilometers left for the group at the front.
Let's just recover our energy as much as we can now. I'm sure that's a strategically bad decision, but oh well. Let's just push on and get as far ahead as we can. I'm going for it. I'm going for it with everything I have left in my body.
You have 30 seconds on the peloton.
We're not gonna manage this, but it's worth trying. Do you guys want to lead for a minute then? Please? Please? Or we can just do that too. That works. Why are we just giving up? Oh, these little shirts. Have they been programmed to like give up after a certain point? We're not gonna make it.
15 kilometers from the finish for the group at the front.
We're not gonna make it. We've got a 12-second lead, but it's worth trying. Especially if these guys will actually do their jobs and ride properly. We've got like 10 seconds. It's not looking good, I'll be honest. But if we can just recover a bit of energy now for those last sort of couple of kilometers, we might be able to time trial it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
The riders are all back together. Everything will be played out in the final kilometer.
I'm not getting lost yet. Let's follow De Buist. That was a good go. We'll probably get more for combativity now, which is the goal. If we can get a rider win the combativity award, I'll be pretty happy.
There are 10 kilometers left before the finish.
And Haller has now
10
been in.
kilometers. This will finish in a mass sprint. It's an opportunity to take points for the green jersey.
Let's just check our guys here. Can I like... No, none of my guys. I'm in 25th, and I think that's our best position. Unless Bilbao is in a better one, or... I'm just wondering if there's anyone with, like, decent sprint points who we can switch to. I don't think so is the answer. Unless we switch to the guy we were breaking away with yesterday and try to get him to the end. As far as I remember, we don't have a sprinter on this team. Okay, we got 5k. I'm just trying to recover whatever energy I can for the last sort of sprint. Haller's going to be dead tomorrow. Like, he's going to have no energy left and he's going to be so exhausted. That's 5k coming up.
Just 5 more kilometers.
Because we got 20 on that first bit, we should go for it, even though we're not really a sprinter. Now it speeds up again. I don't know if we have the energy to make it to the end, but...
Guys, the final straight is 1.5 kilometers long. It's a wide road, so it's perfect for a sprint.
Okay. I don't think we've got a chance, but if we can top 10, that would be nice. None of the other Bahrain guys are up at the front, which is fun. Oh. Weird little group at the front.
The red pennant is in sight for the front of the race. Last kilometer.
Okay, we
1 kilometer. Give it all you've got.
might be able to get top 10. We're not going to get first place. Oh, fucking...
Watch out. You're not going to be able
It's not
to keep up
perfect, but we
this
might
pace
have
for
got
very
top
long.
10.
You risk a blow up.
No, there's going to be like no changes on the podium. Other than green maybe, but it won't be a green that we care about.
He is all smiles as he climbs onto the podium. He will climb onto the podium to receive his jersey. And
Yeah.
we can say that everything is going well for him.
Yeah.
He will climb onto the
Our
podium
boy.
to receive his jersey and a kiss from the hostesses.
I don't like that they say a kiss from the
He is
hostesses.
the
It's so
polka dot
gross.
jersey of this Tour de France.
Ugh.
He's inspired
It's also just plain inaccurate because from 2020, I think they switched.
Well
So instead of
done,
2 women,
lads.
it was a guy and
You
a
rode
guy and a
very good
gal.
stage. Finishing in the top 10, even though the stage didn't suit us, is very satisfying.
Thank
Retain
you.
the polka dot jersey.
Thank you,
well
Dad.
done, guys.
I'm so happy. Like, fundamentally, we're gonna... Like, there's gonna be no time difference or anything. We got 27 points, though. We're not gonna get the green. Because Peter Sagan's got the fucking green. Or Peter Sagan is, like, rapidly climbing. Oh, boy. Yeah, Bilbao is still in. And GC was still in 12th for 1 minute 50 because I fucked it. Let's have a look at the next stage and then we'll end it. Look, what's the number? Oh, it's a long one. It's a long one, and we got a Cat 3s and 2s actual climbing. Yeah, some rough stuff. When do we get like some super cats? So there's one there. That's in fucking Andorra.
Today
So
is a tiring route, where the closing kilometers should suit the punchers, and an opportunity to lead the general classification.
oh, that looks
The team
fun.
members of the favourites will probably manage the time gaps in order to fight for victory.
Let's
on the
finish
final
on top of a
climb.
mountain.
You'll have to do your utmost to avoid breaks. So as not to
That's
lose time on the
some
general
Pyrenean
classification.
boys.
Good race to you all.
And that's then we get some flat before Paris. Paris is at... Okay. So yeah, next time it's time for stage 7. Oh wait, I didn't actually save that as a
Well
stage.
done, lads.
So let's save
You rode a
that
very good
over
stage.
there.
Finishing in the top 10, even though the stage didn't suit us.
And now we've got the... Huh? So confused.
Well done, lads.
Save.
You rode a very good stage. Finishing in the top 10, even though the stage
There.
didn't suit us, is...
Oh well. Yeah, just making more and more saves. Cool. So, this has been another Tour de France stream, which is now what we're doing all the time now. I'm just going to quickly log on to... is it Stream Elements or is it Nightbot who I use? I use a Nightbot for... Nightbot.tv. Log in. Over Twitch. And we're going to then go into spam protection options. Dot, what was it? They put dot stream, dot store. Submit. There we go. And now they should be able to post links like that. I think we've sorted that. Okay. Oh yeah, that's what we're going to check, whether anyone is streaming Tour de France 2021 or if it's just me. It is literally just me. We're all that's here on this one. There are other people playing it. There's a couple other people. It's mostly just me. There's no one else. Let's check the 2022 one. Again, no one. Oh wait, no, that's just for English. There's people streaming it in French. The 2022 one. Oh, they've changed the graphics. They haven't changed the graphics. It looks exactly the same. Okay. Is anyone streaming who we want to raid? No one I follow is streaming. Bläddra. Can I? If I go transgender, trans person, and now we can look at trans people who are streaming. Is anyone? There's no one, like, no viewers who want to raid. I don't think. I don't want to raid VR chat people. That scares me. Well, these people have far more viewers than me. They'll survive. Oh, this is... These are all VTubers. I think we're good. Okay. I'm gonna head to work now. Thanks for coming. I hope you've enjoying my new obsession with Tour de France 2021. If you want to... Going to time out that one as well. If you want to follow, that would really help out, and you'll also get notifications whenever I stream, which is going to be a bit random for the next sort of couple of the next week or two, just because I'm in the process of moving and it's a bit hassle, a bit mad. I'm probably going to stream a lot more of this. I've also got Spec Ops: The Line to finish. We've got the Pokemon Nuzlocke to finish, which I really need to get back on with. And I've got a bunch of other games. I mentioned this last time, but we're gonna... I'm not a sports person, but I think it'd be funny if I stream a bunch of sports games in the next couple of, like, over the summer. So yeah. This has been the stream. Let's go in the outro. Yeah. Thanks for coming and thanks for watching. Please follow if you don't already. You can find VODs of all the channel, and also the description of the channel. You can find some links to my Twitter, my blog, where I don't post very often, but I post some stuff. I need to post the podcast I did, and my YouTube channel where I archive all the VODs, and my Patreon. Yeah, so more streams coming. Also, if anything appears on like Game Pass, which is like this indie game to play is about to vanish, we'll do that as well. Or anything else like that. Okay, nothing bad about it. Only got like 2 weeks till Matchpoint Tennis Championship, which is going to be an exciting one. Anyway, it's 8 days till Matchpoint Tennis Championship. We could make some total points for it. Anyway, I'm rambling. Thanks for coming. I'll see you all later. Bye.